I hope that you can see me well. First is night, so I'm doing this video a little bit in the night, and I have to change rooms because I have some kind of not me, my daughter have some kind of visit, but I have to do these two videos that I'm gonna be recording to you. The first one is something that I cannot say it enough, so I'm gonna go more deeper, a little bit more. From all of my life, I always knew, or I was being guided to learn about my abilities. Never knew completely why until I started doing mediumship work. When I started, I was able to connect. I always remember seeing faces, seeing spirits, seeing body, feeling observed, like I was being observed. But even when I wake up, or when it was finally my waking of my abilities, people always told me, "Oh my God, you are a medium," or in Spanish we call it mediumnidad and whatever. And I remember that I said, no, that is not the way that it should be. I have to focus in my abilities. Later on in my journey, and this is something that I need you to understand, mediumship, mediumistic abilities just happen when you are fully aware of your abilities. You need to understand that psychic abilities and mediumship or mediumship abilities, they are two different things, just are apart. And they are not in the same frequency. And spirituality is another thing. When you are someone that is being open, you've been doing readings and you've been searching because you've been always feeling that something else is out there, that's your spirituality. So the spirit, your guides that are always there, that have been helping you in your journey, are going to try to communicate because they know that each one of us has some abilities. Remember about the soul DNA. So you're going to be sensitive naturally to the spiritual realm because you maybe your mission, maybe whatever you're supposed to be doing, because maybe you are aware. So in your spirituality journey or your spiritual journey, you're going to be propense, or you're going to be open to those kind of things to happen to you. That doesn't mean that you're a medium. That doesn't mean that you're going to have mediumship. It's just like they are trying to talk to you through mediumistic abilities. You can say that mediumistic abilities is something that each one is capable of developing or to do, because it's the connection or it's the communication, I would say, with the spirits that are related to you. Your spiritual guides, maybe some kind of beings, if you are from another place, your loved ones. But nothing is going to happen, or even that is maybe happening in some aspects, not going to be fluent, is not going to be understandable, is not going to be easy for you because you are lacking the root of everything. We are here to learn how to activate, how to use what is normal and is our strong as a soul. If I'm a clairvoyant, that means that as a soul, in my soul DNA, I'm a spirit that is more visual. I'm coming from a place that is have to be with creativity, with visualizations and stuff like that, because that's my strong one. So if you're a clairsentient, maybe you are from Pleiades or from another type of a species or another spirit, but your soul DNA had to be really a strong emotional or empathy or impact kind of soul. So you cannot develop a full understanding. You're gonna be fighting all of your life trying to understand why you're happening this, why you are seeing this, why you are hearing this, why this is coming. My struggles right now is not about the why. My struggle is about learning, it's about accepting, it's about ascension, it's about the growing process that is normal, about dealing with the energy because it's affecting. It's like you have this energy and someone move it, you're gonna be like, what is going on? Why I'm moving, I don't want to move, and I'm dealing. But it's not about understanding the messages or the reason of why. Maybe you can hear them clearly, but you don't know why you are hearing them or why you are feeling a certain kind of way because you are lacking the root of the system. A doctor cannot be good as a doctor if he don't understand how all of the tools that he have work. But then you have others that are better. So even James Van Pratt, that is so well known, say it. If you want to be able to be a really good communicator with your own spirit, with the one that belongs to you, you need to learn and be really good about your own tools, about your own psyche. The psychic abilities come with the body. This is not that I'm better than you. This is not that someone is better. It's not that James Van Pratt, Lisa Williams, John Holland, all of these people are better than me. Our soul DNA have way to say we are soul. We have a soul path and a soul contract. So that's why. But and even James Van Pratt say it. I cannot teach you to be a medium. That's something that no one can teach you, to have a mediumship thing. We can just help you to develop your mediumistic abilities through your psychic abilities. And we can give you techniques. We can help you how to get better in the process of understanding that. But you need to put yourself in learning and keep learning and overlearning your psychic abilities. Those things happen by itself, and it's going to continue happening. The spirituality, you don't have to be a medium or mediumistic ability or a psychic to be a spiritual experience, because maybe that's how it's supposed to be. But if you are here, you're trying to learn, and I'm just trying to give you the best that I can, everything that I've been able to do in the best way. Let it put it this way, or let it put it in a better way. Dogs. We have a race of dogs, and we have different breeds of dogs. Dogs are known because the hearing and the smelling properties or abilities or whatever, right? But depending on the breed of that dog, they can be using one more than other, or maybe they're going to be good in other things. Even though they can hear good, all of us have the clairsentient ability. All of us can feel energy. But some of us, or some of you, have the clairsentient more in tune. There are dogs that the hearing is way more better than others. There are dogs that the smell is more better than others. And others have both. But they're more about doing things instead of just using those. They're more about protecting. They're more about family. They're more about hunting, and stuff like that. We are the same. Look at us like the same. Doctors. You have general, cardiologists, psychiatrists. So all of them have to study medicine. All of them are doctors, but they specialize. So we have general that they do like any other. Like we have a lot of clairsentient, but then we have some that have a special mission, a soul mission, a soul DNA that work more as a cardiologist, more as a psychiatrist, more as a neurosurgeon or whatever. You have to see it that way. You need to understand that you have your own capabilities, your own set of abilities that you need to discover. I just can give you the tools, and I just can give you the direction, and you need to see for yourself, because this is always a discovering path of your higher self, of you. When you learn about your abilities in your own capabilities, in your own way, oh my God, the mediumistic abilities and the work with your own guides, those are the first one that you're always going to have a better communication, because they're the ones that are always with you, and they have the higher frequency to work with you and teach you the way. You don't want to jump in or jump them to communicate with a loved one. It's not going to work like that. The loved one have a lower frequency that you need to work with your own energy. They're higher than us, but they're lower than the guides. The guides are going to teach you how to manage your energy to get that communication properly. You want to connect first. Besides, they're going to be the protectors of your energy. They're not going to allow nothing negative to come to you. Energy is something that if you don't have the right set, or you don't have the right energy around you, or you are not aware of the kind of energy that you are, you can get sick, if you want to put it that way. You can get contaminated. You can get drained. So they are the ones to help you, so you can have that communication going on over and over. And even when you finally do that communication with your loved one and your guides, you need to understand that your communication with your loved ones are not going to be never as good as maybe someone else, because your emotions are going to be always there. So you have to have that. So I'm not promising. I always say it. A lot of mediums are going to promise you to be a medium or to teach you to be a medium. That's a lie. That is my experience. That's a lie. Because no one can teach you to be a medium. Medium is a call. Medium is a calling that you have to do this, to read for others, to connect with other spirits, to put yourself at service. You stop being for you. When you accept that calling, because you have the right to accept it or no, you just start having a life of service. And I can tell you, not every person is ready for this. Not every person is going to be willing to sacrifice because of love without hurting themselves into this life. So if someone tells you that it's going to teach you how to be a medium, just run. They just want your money. Because again, being a medium or have medium or do mediumship, it's just about the reading. It's about doing it for others. It's about being at service. What people like James Van Praagh and others, and even myself, can do is mediumship classes or mediumistic classes to help you to develop, to understand why or how these spirits are trying to connect with you, and to create a better connection, because you're craving your loved ones and you're craving those connections. So that's the way that you want it. That's the way that you want to do it. So that's how it is. Learn. Keep learning, keep reading. It took me almost 2 years to get as good as I can say. I was as good as for me to be, to start doing my mediumship or my medium process. And even today, I'm still learning, because we never stop. So please, don't take it wrong. Don't get mad. Don't get frustrated. Have patience with yourself, but don't focus in the spiritual aspect. Don't focus. That's just part of the journey. Focus in your abilities. I promise you, if you focus in your abilities, you're going to start getting those connections. You're going to get those communications really more stronger. And you're going to be able to be then in a more mediumistic ability aspect. I promise you that. You need patience. You need understanding. You need to work with your abilities. There are 3 things. And no one is going to tell you this maybe as clear as I'm telling you. Because this is true. I want each one of you. It's time for us to wake up. Not just because we want to communicate with the spiritual world. It's time for us to wake up. To use what we have in this body to get connected with the most important part of it. The higher self. We need to awake. We need to get to that ascension. We need to do the right thing. Okay, sweeties? So, sorry if I was too direct, but this is for the good of everyone. So, see you next time. Bye-bye.